Fernald channel. You are coming live here. And we're going to check out some orbs. We're going to check out some UFOs. We're going to check out Sun Simulator, whole structure. Let's look at it close and up personal. Let's do some forensic and some filtering. No CGI, no Photoshop. This is all real. The only CGI you might find on my videos is in the intro and if there's an end cap. But anyways, welcome to C Fernald channel. Let's get going. It's late night. Got some stuff I want to show you. Seeing is believing, some say. Things that are not seen are actually more real than the things that you see. What I've done was brought the gamma down, a little bit of the brightness, and we're in Skagway, Alaska. Caught this 4 days ago, and 7 a.m. in the morning. 7 a.m. in the morning. And so you wouldn't have really seen this unless I turned it down. The sun simulators, I think there's branches that go off to the sides of the sun simulator and they turn them up and down, giving this huge ball of light which hides this orb, which I believe is a planet or a stellar core that's just hanging on the west coast. Hanging in the south. This is one of the biggest orbs I've seen from Alaska, facing south. Like I said, this is maybe the first one I've seen facing south. Usually they're west, occasionally east. But there you go. That's a full-blown planet. Let me put some music on and get the show going. All right.
Then I looked, and
haven't seen you guys in a while. Hope you're blessed. Got my sound going, and I hope it sounds good. Now, this could be Asteroids. Asteroids. I don't know. You tell me.
Man clothed with linen, and said,
Go in between the wheels, even under the cherub, and fill thine hand with coals of fire from between the cherubims, and scatter them over the city.
And he went in my sight. Now the cherubims stood on the right side of the house when the man went in, and the cloud filled the inner court. Then the glory of the Lord went up from the cherub, and stood over the threshold of the house. And the house was filled with the cloud, and the court was full of the brightness of the Lord's glory. And the sound of the cherubim's wings was heard even to the outer court, as the voice of the Almighty God when he speaketh. And it came to pass that when he had commanded the man clothed with linen, saying,
Take fire from between the wheels, from between the cherubims.
Then he went in and stood beside the wheels. And one cherub stretched forth his hand from between the cherubims unto the fire that was between the cherubims, and took thereof, and put it into the hands of him that was clothed with linen, who took it and went out. And there appeared in the cherubims the form of a man's hand under their wings. And when I looked, behold, the 4 wheels by the cherubims, one wheel by one cherub, and another wheel by another cherub, and the appearance of the wheels was as the color of a beryl stone. And as for their appearances, they 4 had one likeness, as if a wheel had been in the midst of a wheel. When they went upon their 4 sides. They turned not as they went, but to the place whither the head looked, they followed it. They turned not as they went. And their whole body, and their backs, and their hands, and their wings, and the wheels were full of eyes round about, even the wheels that they 4 had. As for the wheels, it was cried unto them in my hearing, O wheel! And every one had 4 faces. The first face was the face of a cherub, and the second face was the face of a man, and the third the face of a lion, and the fourth the face of an eagle. And the cherubims were lifted up. This is the living creature that I saw by the river of Kibar. And when the cherubims went, the wheels went by them. And when the cherubims lifted up their wings to mount up from the earth, the same wheels also turned not from beside them. When they stood, these stood. And when they were lifted up, these lifted up themselves also. For the spirit of the living creature was in them. Then the glory of the Lord departed from off the threshold of the house, and stood over the cherubims. And the cherubims lifted up their wings, and mounted up from the earth in my sight. When they went out, the wheels also were beside them, and every one stood at the door of the east gate of the Lord's house. And the glory of the God of Israel was over them above. This is the living creature that I saw under the God of Israel by the river of Chebar, and I knew that they were the cherubims. Every one had 4 faces apiece, and every one 4 wings, and the likeness of the hands of a man was under their wings. And the likeness of their faces was the same faces which I saw by the river of Chebar. Their appearances and themselves, they went every one straight forward. Faces which I saw by the river of Chebar. Their appearances and themselves, they went every one straight forward.
So as you can see here, we're looking at the windshield. Well, it looks like the windshield of a spacecraft. You know, it's funny is on Discovery Channel, I watched these same kind of crafts that the Americans were working on. So do you think the Swiss have it? I think so. Look at this. Look at this, folks. You can see the burners. And it doesn't look like it's anti-gravity. Looks like there's afterburners, right? So keep watching. It's pretty interesting. Throw some more music up. Welcome to Late Night See from Home. We're looking at spaceships up in the Alps, Swiss Alps. If you haven't subscribed, guys, go ahead, and if you haven't put thumbs up, give me a thumbs up on this video. It's a pretty amazing looking spaceship.